Hi guys, this is Rohit and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another car review. Hope you're all doing great. So in today's video, I'll be reviewing the all-new Mahindra's SUV, the XUV700. I'll walk you through the exteriors, interiors, engine specifications, features and the Onroad price. So watch the video until the very end, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Well, to begin with, the Mahindra XUV700 was launched on August this year, which is 2021. And was actually designed as the second generation XUV500, but Mahindra decided to make it an entirely different vehicle altogether in order to just expand their portfolio. Also, this Mahindra XUV700 is the first vehicle to feature its new Mahindra logo, which you will be seeing only on their SUV lineup. Now, the XUV700 that I'm reviewing here is the top variant AX7 Petrol. Speaking of which, you actually have 4 variants on offer. There is MX, AX3, AX5 and AX7. Well, the MX is the base model, AX3 and AX5 being the mid variants, and AX7, which I am reviewing right now, will be the top model. Also, you can have your XUV700 in 5 different color options. The color that you're looking at here is the midnight black, but you see this midnight black color has some sort of dark blue tinge to it, which you'll notice when you look closer. Keeping that aside, you have colors like white, silver, red and electric blue. As I said earlier, this is the top model AX7 Petrol variant. You also have the option for diesel engine as well, which takes us to the engine specifications. Now, this petrol variant features a 2-liter or a 2000cc 4-cylinder turbocharged M Stallion unit, which is tuned to produce 200 PS or 197 brake horsepower and a peak torque of 380 Newton meters. On the other hand, the diesel option comes with a 2.2-liter or a 2200cc 4-cylinder M-Hawk turbo diesel engine. Now, this 2.2-liter turbo diesel engine is tuned to 2 different powertrains based on the variants. So the entry level or the base model diesel engine produces 155 PS or 153 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 360 Newton meters, whereas the higher variants or the top variants are tuned to 185 PS or 182 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 420 Newton meters for the manual and 450 Newton meters for the automatic variants respectively. Now, both these engines, the petrol and the diesel, are mated to a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic transmissions, while the lower spec diesel variant, which is the 155 PS one, is only available in manual transmission. This Mahindra XUV700 has a fuel tank capacity of 60 liters, which takes us to the fuel economy. Mahindra has not revealed its mileage figures, but as per test drive and mileage test reviews, you can expect around 12 to 14 kilometers per liter. This Mahindra XUV700 competes with the cars in the segment like Hyundai Alcazar, Tata Safari and MG Hector Plus, and also it is the only SUV in this segment to offer an all-wheel drive system, which is only available for the top variant diesel. Now let's talk about the exteriors, but before that let me show you the key fob. You get a flip key which is quite similar to the keys of the other Mahindra cars. However, you will be getting the new logo on it. Alright, now coming to the looks, this XUV700 looks a lot muscular and has a strong presence at the front. The bonnet is perfectly shaped and has clean lines on it. Now what really gives that strong presence at the front is the grille. You get the satin chrome finished grille with the vertical slats. Right at the center of the grille, you have the new logo. Also, the surrounding of the grille is finished in piano black. And just right below the logo, you'll be finding the front camera, which is used for the 360-degree surround view. Moving to the lower bumper, you'll be finding the skid plate, which is finished in silver color. Now, the other striking element at the front are these lights and the DRLs. As you can see, you get these twin DRL setup, which extend down to the lower bumpers, just like fangs. Also, the headlamps, you get clear view LED headlamps, all LED units, and just right between the twin DRLs you can find the LED turn indicators, which are sequential. They glow from right to left, just like the ones we have seen on Audis. And I must say the quality and the light intensity of these DRLs is really great. Just like the front, the rear taillights also has sequential turn indicators, which again looks cool. The fog lamps as well, you get LED ones in the lower bumpers. It is quite surprising to see functional aid lamps for a car which sits under 25 lakhs on road. Well, these aid lamps reduces the drag, which actually increases the aerodynamics. It is good to see such things on cars like these. Moving on to the sides, you get these wheel arches. And the tires here are 18-inch ones, which has a profile of 235 by 60. Also the alloy wheels, which are diamond cut ones. And the pattern is very nice. On the lower variants, you'll be finding 17-inch wheels with diamond cut alloys. As standard, you'll be getting ventilated disc brakes at the front and solid disc brakes at the rear. Coming to the suspension setup, at the front you'll be getting McPherson strut independent suspension with FSD and stabilizer bar, and at the rear you'll be getting multi-link independent suspension with FSD and again stabilizer bar. The ground clearance is 200 millimeters or 20 centimeters, which should be more than enough for our Indian road conditions. The wing mirrors here get dual finish, which is the body color and the black color. Also you have the turn indicators in it. These wing mirrors are electronically adjustable and also has the auto fold function as well. The XUV700 has a monocoque chassis, which is 80% stiffer than the XUV500s. They have tried to reduce weight as much as possible, just by using lightweight high tensile steel and also using lighter engines. So they have shed down around 70 kgs than the before, which makes the overall weight around 1960 kgs, or basically it weighs around 2 ton. The side profile has a clean look, especially the doors with these new door handles. They pop out when you push the handle. And also if you opt the luxury pack, you get smart door handles that pop out automatically when you approach the car, which is a cool feature to have, more like Land Roverish. You can see a metal strip running down the window lines, which give that elegant look. Moving on to the top, you have black roof rails followed by double pane panoramic sunroof. Like I've said, you get solid disc brakes at the rear and wheel arches, also the claddings which run across the bumpers and the sides. You do get a shark fin antenna at the top followed by a roof spoiler. Moving to the rear portion, you get a high mount stop lamp followed by defogger and the wiper on the rear window. Just like the front, the rear profile has also been well executed. The design is pretty clean and has a chisel look. Again, the new logo, and just right beneath it, you get the rear parking camera along with tiny LED light for the number plate. Coming to the tail lamps, these are arrowhead LED tail lamps with sequential turn indicators, which look really nice. Moving down the bumpers, you get rear reflectors along with neatly laid out rear skid plate, which is finished in silver color. You can see the badging AX7, which is for the variant, and XUV700 badge, which is the model name. Alright, let's check the boot space and the third row seats. The tailgate opens with the help of hydraulic struts. However, it is not electrically operated like the one which we have seen on the MG Hector Plus. I guess they have done it for the cost cutting. No issues with that. Mahindra has not revealed its boot space, but you guys can see this is how much you get when the third row seats have been unfolded. However, if you have a family of 5, then yes, you can fold down these seats for more space and practicality. Underneath the boot, there's a toolkit. And you must be wondering where's the spare tire. So it's actually placed down there. Well, this is a 155 by 90 section 18-inch steel spare wheel. Unfolding these third row seats is pretty easy. All you have to do is pull this latch up and you're good to go. Again, pull down the latch, easy. Folding them again is the same mechanism. Just pull down the latch and you got to push it. Well, that's all about the boot. Now let's check third row seats in terms of space. Accessing them is really easy. You have this lever here. It's actually one touch tumble down function. You just have to pull this lever up and the seat tumbles down or folds itself. Let me get in. Alright, here I am sitting in the third row seat. Wait, let me unfold the front seat so I can check the space. Well, as you guys can see, that's the amount of knee room I'm left with. You sit upright, so yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, especially for taller people. It is better suited for shorter people and kids. Now the features that you get in this third row passenger seats are these AC vents with the fan speed adjust, cup or bottle holders on either sides, and a 12 volts power socket. And that's pretty much it. Time to check the second row seats. Push the handle and it pops out. The first thing that I've noticed are these boxy large windows, which gives you a better view. Door openers finished in brushed aluminum finish, then the beige treatment all around. Then the door handles gets piano black finish. There's power window button. In the lower doors you have decent sized door pockets for bigger water bottles, some space, and next to it you have a speaker. You can opt for 12 speaker setup by Sony, which comes in add-on luxury pack. Now these seats here are leatherette seats with adjustable headrests, and in the center you get an armrest with 2 cup holders, ISOFIX child seat mounts. Alright, let's get in. The moment you get in, you already know it's very spacious and roomy. You have amples of knee room, leg room, and the foot room as well. Under thigh support is also great. There's no hump in the center as such, so the center passenger shouldn't face any legroom issues. Practicality wise, you have seat pockets for your magazines and newspapers. You have AC vents, space to put your phone, and a C-type USB port. On the sides you have reading lights, grab rails along with a hook. You know what? That passenger seat or the co-driver seat can be pushed forward by the passenger sitting behind for more space and comfort, just like the Innova, which is really impressive. You can see the extended space here. It's a lot more comfortable. And this is how the front dashboard looks like. Alright, let's see what the front driver side has to offer. Again, full of surprises. You've got a memory seat function. I'm impressed again. So you have 3 memory seat functions and switches for the powered seats on the doors, just like Mercedes, which are finished in black color. You can adjust your driver's seat electrically to your comfortable position using these switches. Door openers finished in brushed aluminum finish. Then the beige treatment all around. Also you have a silver insert in between. Tweeters at the top. Door handles finished in piano black. Coming to the driver's side controls, you have lock and unlock switches, power window buttons, child lock, ORVM controls, auto fold switch for your wing mirrors. In the lower doors you can find warning lamps, which is a safety feature, followed by door pockets and speaker. Along with the powered seats, you also get lumbar support, which is manual one. Down there you have the pedals. Also there's a proper dead pedal. Here you have the lever for the bonnet. Moving on to the top, there's ESC off or the traction off button, hill descent control button, headlamp leveling adjustment, then the AC vents with silver colored accents. Alright, let's get in. So as you can see, this is a 3-spoke steering wheel with a flat bottom, which is finished in leather. It feels good to hold. Then there's the logo on the wheel. You have the steering mounted controls. On the left, you'll be getting infotainment buttons. There are phone buttons, track seeking buttons, volume buttons. And on the right side, you have buttons for your cruise control and controls for the digital instrument cluster. Coming to the adjustment of the steering wheel, you can adjust for the reach and the angle, which is again tilt and telescopic. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, you have wiper controls. And on the right side, you have the light controls. Now onto the dashboard, you can find different materials used. There is beige leather with double stitching and silver accents in between the dashboard and the glove box. Speaking of which, the glove box is a fairly sized one. Also there's illumination inside. Let me turn on the ignition and show you the screens. Well, these dual HD screens are 10.25 inches ones. The one in the front is a fully digital instrument console. The graphics are pretty clear and sharp. It is really expansive and shows you a lot of information. Speedometer on the left, tachometer onto the right. There's time, temperature, odometer, warnings, satellite navigation. You know what? You can choose between 3 different display layouts. Well, this is the normal one. You have information layout. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. So the dials shrink and you get more space for the navigation. You know, which reminds me of Audi's virtual cockpit. Alright, let's check out the third layout as well, which is minimal. Okay, not much of a difference from the normal one. Anyways, moving to the other options. In the settings, you can find driver assistance, passenger airbag, drowsiness detection, TPMS or the tire pressure monitoring system, etc. You can access driver info. It shows you the driving data. Then you have fuel info. Well, that's an overview of the instrument console. I'll make a separate video covering both these infotainment and instrument console screens in detail. Now moving to the screen next to it is the 10.25 inch touchscreen infotainment system with Alexa on board. You have different tabs here. Fun in XUV700 and Fun with XUV700 supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Let's check Fun with XUV700, what it shows. So you get a G meter with power and torque bands on either sides. The screen is a bit laggy here and there, but it's nice and intuitive to use. You have radio, music, phone, inbuilt navigation. Then you have built-in applications as well. There are different applications here. Well, this is the rear parking camera. You can choose different views or angles. There's settings. Again, lot of features to begin with. We'll make another video on it. Following it, there are central AC vents. Then there's the dual zone or the 2-zone automatic climate control system with temperature knobs on either sides and fan speed switches in the center. Then you have a passenger airbag indication, rear parking camera switch, hazard light switch. Underneath these switches, there are 2 USB ports. There's a normal one and a fast charging one as well. There's a dedicated slot for your phone and some space here. If you opt the luxury pack, you'll be getting wireless charging pad. Being an automatic variant, you'll be getting 6-speed automatic transmission, while the manual variants comes with 6-speed manual transmission. The gear shift knob is finished in leather with stitching. There's a manual handbrake here. Again, if you opt the luxury pack, there will be a EPB or an electronic parking brake. along with hill assist feature. You can also access the infotainment screen with this swivel wheel here. You can play with the volume. Then you have music switch, also a phone button as well, followed by a cup holder. You can place a medium-sized water bottle as well. The armrest here is finished in leather and it's a cool one with decent storage space. And also it is slidable so that you can adjust to your comfortable position. Moving on to the top, you have the IRVM or the interior rear view mirror, followed by sunglass holder. Then the LED individual reading lights for both the passenger and for the driver. Also there's an ambient lighting as well. And just right in the center you have an emergency switch. Finally, a massive double pane panoramic sunroof which lets the light in and makes the cabin more airy and roomy, especially with these beige interiors. Well, that's all about the exteriors and the interiors of this Mahindra XUV700. The Mahindra XUV700 is loaded with a lot of safety features, which includes ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, 7 airbags, Electronic Stability Program, Driver Drowsiness Detection, Smart Pilot Assist, Forward Collision Warning, Automatic Emergency Brakes, Lane Departure Warning, Adaptive Cruise Control, Traffic Sign Recognition, High Beam Assist, and Lane Keep Assist. Also, the XUV700 has connected car tech features, which you can access through your smartphone. With Adreno X Connect app, you have over 70 connected car tech features like remote door lock and unlock, remote start stop, geofencing, live vehicle tracking and sharing, etc. Finally, coming to the on-road prices, base model XUV700 MX Petrol costs around 15,53,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam, and the top model XUV700 AX7 Petrol, which I've reviewed right now, costs around 24,05,000 on-road Visakhapatnam. On the other hand, the diesel base model XUV700 starts from 16,14,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam, and the top model diesel AX7 luxury pack should cost you around 24,87,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. You can check out the prices for the other variants as well on the screen. Well, that's all about this new Mahindra XUV700 SUV. Hope you guys liked it. If you're a Vizag resident and looking for a Mahindra car, please reach out to Mahindra Automotive Manufacturers, which is in Madilpalam. Thank you so much and have a nice day.